and welcome to the Saints Lounge. I'm Saz Medcraft.
And I'm Emily Campbell.
And today we're going to be speaking about the Fremantle game. So, Emily, how did you find the Fremantle game?
Look, I found the game was very disappointing, but overall I was disgusted with the umpiring throughout the game. It was a joke.
It was atrocious, wasn't it, Emily? Like, our players would get head high tackles and pushed in the back, kicked in the head, and no free kicks. Yet we touched a Fremantle player and they got given a free kick.
Yeah, I was disgusted, and the ex-St Kilda player, Zach Dawson, I just was appalled when he just punched Nick Riewoldt. Really, that should have been a free kick to him and a 50-metre penalty. We got nothing for that. That's disgusting. But then again, if a St Kilda player, for example, Justin Koschitzke, barely touches his opponent, he gets, 1 or 2 weeks out, if not more. And it's disgusting. It's like the AFL is discriminating against our team. And Koschitzke as well. I think there's a bit of hatred towards him, and I'm, really upset about that. Like, in that game, he did nothing wrong, and our boys in general, they played proper footy, but I noticed they were a bit hesitant to tackle the opposition because they were scared that, the ball's going to, be given against them and Fremantle were going to get more kicks.
Absolutely. And one of the things that did let us down was, and it's been happening in quite a few games this year, we weren't switched on from go.
Yeah, I think that even both teams that game were, in the first quarter were not, they didn't get off to the best start. You could say that. But, look, I think some of our goals we missed we should have got. But still, if the umpires didn't give away the free kicks to Fremantle, we would have easily won that game.
Yes, because it was a very, very close game.
And it was a very tough game too.
Yeah.
Mind you, and I was just mostly disgusted with Zach Dawson's behaviour attacking our boys. Not only did he do it to Nick Riewoldt, it was to Stevie Milne as well. And, he got hurt by Zach, and of course, again, the ball goes to Fremantle, and our players do nothing wrong. And, not only were you and I disgusted, all the St Kilda supporters that were at that game were, saying it's a joke, the umpires, they should not be doing their job, then they didn't know how to umpire at all.
And our forward line's going along very nicely with Terry Malera, Cozzy and Roo working well together, and Reece Stanley's learning each week.
Absolutely. Look, Reece Stanley, earlier in the year, he missed marks that he shouldn't, but Justin Koschitzke has been helping him and giving him advice, and I can see that Cozzy's advice to Reece has really helped, and it's showing week by week. Reece Stanley's getting more of the ball, and he's becoming more confident, not only taking marks but even kicking fantastic goals, because he really is one of the fastest in the AFL. He can really, use his speed.
When he gets going, he's so hard to stop, and it's great when he finishes off with a great goal.
Absolutely. He's a star. I mean, he's so young, but look, he has many more years of AFL in him. He was like Nick Riewoldt when, Nick started playing football, and it was, players like Stewie Lowe and Robert Harvey that were helping him, and look where Nick Riewoldt is today. He's our captain. He has been for many years, and he's a fantastic leader.
And Terry Malera, God, he's a pickup.
Oh, he's fantastic. I've loved Terry Malera. The moment I saw him play, it was not round one, it was round 2 when we actually played the Gold Coast at Etihad Stadium. He kicked the first goal. He got the ball. He was sprinting down the midfield. He was just outside 50. And look, no one was inside 50. No one was coming near him. He just kicked it from a mile away. And he got a goal. It was a ripper, the first goal of the game. And, that's
what we need to do more.
Absolutely. And the boys, they need to have confidence that they can do it. And I know other players like Nick Del Santo and even, you know, Jack Stephen and Brendan Goddard can kick from a mile away as well.
And how good is it that Roo and Cozzy are finally getting games together and performing well?
Absolutely. Look, Nick and Justin, they work incredibly well together and they always help each other out, and it's good to give your teammate, you know, feedback and, you know, whether if it's positive or negative, always to help each other. And they've always been such close friends off the field, which is a great thing.
Now, our midfield, Lenny Hayes, how good is it to have him back?
Oh, look, we were really missing Lenny. I tell you, he's just a star. He is unbelievable. You know, everyone loves him. I don't know any supporter that is not a Lenny Hayes fan. He's just classic. You know, he can play any part of the field. Like, even he could, you know, take marks in the back line. He can kick goals. He can run a mile, and he's a fantastic tackler. He's just so hard at the ball. He's just a champion, Lenny Hayes.
And it seems to be, if Nick Del Santo gets tagged more times than not, St Kilda lose the match. What do you think about that?
Look, it's a bit of a shame, but look, Del has always been one of our star players. I mean, every week he's always getting many touches, many possessions, and, you know, he's actually always been, you know, in the Brownlow favourites, you know, and in the best and fairest as well. He's come so close to winning, and he's a very hard worker, and, you know, I must say he's just outstanding.
Do you think that Joey needs to lift in to enable Del Santo to play better football when he's been tagged?
Yeah, I think so. Look, Joey, I don't know if he's had the best year so far, but, you know, I think he'll get back to his normal self. But, yeah, look, Joey, Del, you know, Brendan Goddard and Lenny Hayes and Jason Graham, our midfielders, they all work really well together. And when they, you know, are playing with confidence and with passion and, you know, and hunger to win, they are just, you know, they're unstoppable, really, our midfielders.
And what about our backline with Tommy Simpkin? Boy, has he come a long way.
Oh, absolutely. He's so young, yet he's so talented, and, you know, he's really been playing very well. And I think it's great that Scott Watters is giving our younger players a go, because, look, they have to start somewhere, and that's how you learn. I mean, you know, you're being thrown into the deep end, but all the players, you know, like Rewalt and Brendan Goddard at such a young age were thrown in the deep end, and they were so scared at first, but look where they are today. And Tommy Simpkin could even be the next Sam Fisher. You know, who knows?
And how have you found Scott Watters so far?
Look, Scott has been doing a very good job, but I just think maybe needs to, training, maybe try out a few different techniques. He might be even doing that at the moment, but I think it's really, really good that, you know, he listens to what the players have to say, but also a bit more goal kicking. I think under pressure they have to, like, you know, put each other off while, you know, our goal kickers are, you know, pretending to go for a goal in the dying minutes of the game, or just anything. Like, I think the goal kicking, the accuracy has let us down. Like, there are goals that we miss, and our, you know, star players like Rewalt, Stevie Milne have been given a chance right in front of goal and they've missed it, which they shouldn't be. Yet there are times when people are like, oh, Rewalt's not going to kick that goal, he's from a mile away, yet he gets that goal. So I think the goal kicking under pressure, they have to, like, play more practice, you know, matches at training, and really practice, you know, going for goal under pressure. That can help, I think, a lot.
Yeah, and what do you think of the constant booing of Stephen Milne?
I'm just so over it. I mean, it's ridiculous how this stupid rape case, it was open then closed, open then closed. I mean, you know, he was innocent, and same with Lee Montagna. I mean, get over it. You know, I'm sick of it.
Thank God that it's finally been closed and they have no case to answer for. So hopefully the rest of the football community can wake up and realise that they are innocent and stop booing them.
Yeah, absolutely, but I think it goes a lot worse for Stevie Milne. And, Milne's such a lovely guy and so down to earth. And, I really do feel for his kids as well, because I know his son has been bullied at school and, because of all this whole rape allegation.
And his poor wife, Melissa.
Yeah, it hasn't been the best for her either, but, that couple, Milne and his lovely wife Mel, they stay positive and, they've been terrific throughout that. But, getting back to the Fremantle game and everything, there was a lot of booing towards our players that night, and I just, I was just disgusted with the way that the whole umpiring team just, discriminated against us, and it was probably the worst game of football that I have ever been to.
I'm Saz Medcraft, and this is Emily Campbell, and you've been watching the Saints Lounge.
Good night.